Coming up next, we get to this UFC middleweight division fight. Well, pretty much every time out in the UFC, DC, this man has put on a striking clinic, and that is his methodology coming in here tonight. He'll try to keep the fight on the field.
And that's why we tune in, right? That's why we tune in. We tune in to see guys that are dynamic. We tune in for the speed. We tune in for the knowledge of the striking game, the ability to set traps, the ability to find the jab, the ability to find the right hand, the right kick, the left kick, the knees, the elbows. He truly uses every weapon that he has in his arsenal to try and finish his opponents. You make one mistake, night's over. You cannot make mistakes against a guy that has the striking acumen of this guy right here.
And the jab is not as underutilized a weapon as it was in MMA, say 5 or 7 years ago, but he's got as good a jab as anyone in the business, and that is where all of his striking flows off of. We'll see how it goes for him in this matchup tonight. All right, so here he is, one of the more prolific takedown artists in the UFC at present. And when you get some praise from Daniel Cormier when it comes to your offensive takedown game, you know you're doing something right.
And we talk about wrestlers and judo players and grapplers, but this guy just combines all of that. He is able to use foot sweeps from the grappling game. He is able to use throws from judo, and he's able to use wrestling from the wrestling game to take people down. He has an array of takedowns at his disposal, and he uses every single one of them. From the speed of the level change to the timing to the knowledge of where to go next. When the guy starts to defend, he's truly, truly something special.
I don't think he could take you down, but tonight he doesn't have to. So
he does not
in this matchup, prevailing wisdom is he'll be able to get this fight to the canvas. Our tale of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. More than a decade separates these two fighters when it comes to the age, and they both possess a similar height and reach. And now, for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon where we find the venerable Bruce Buffer.
The evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Loving. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a boxer, holding a professional record of 22 wins, 8 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Antonio Rogerio Nogueira! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 23 wins, 8 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Oslo, Norway, Jack the Joker Hermansson.
Okay, protect yourself at all times, obey my command at all times. If you want to touch left, do it now, go back to your corner.
They touch him up, and we are underway. Well, the tension is palpable as this fight gets underway, and it'll be interesting to see how this matchup plays out. Definite striker on one side against another guy who can really do it all.
And in those situations, normally the guy that's more well-rounded will be the one that will find success. I want to see how this plays out. Big punch lands over the top. How's he going to follow this one?
Combination lands, and it seemed like almost every strike, and with authority, goes to the judo throw right into side control.
He's in side control. He's got a ton of options. Side
control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you've got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop the fight.
Got to defend. But you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Oh, tags him with the left.
That left hand has been really effective tonight.
Well, you got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Right side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Nogueira. Oh, some big punches raining down here. Picking his spots well and hasn't chosen to.
Now he's going to try to attack Kimura here. And now he falls back into the finishing position.
So the takedown's the big storyline in that previous round. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC, and got to be pretty discouraging to get grounded that many times in one round.
Oh, it's so discouraging because all you want to do is let your offense go, but every time you're getting dragged to the floor constantly. You're starting to get fatigued. He's starting to wear on you. Let's see what type of effect it takes on his offensive approach as the next round starts.
All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine is going to stop for this contest at 3 minutes, 35 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by submission due to an armbar, Jack the Joker Hermansson.
Well, the celebration is on in his corner, and hard to blame these guys, sort of waiting to exhale, get a huge win tonight, and not just the win, but they get it by submission.
They knew what they had in front of them. They knew how tough a competitor his opponent was, but they also knew that if they could get this fight to the ground, they could find a submission. They found a submission. He got his hand raised in the way that he loves the most.